Welcome, everybody. We're here at the Thursday Night Live T2 Challenge pregame show. This is where we get the trash talking started, and we've got all the pros at that with us today. I'm Mark Thompson, one of the commentators for Thursday Night Live, along with Sean O'Neill, the high performance director of USA TT, who helps out in the commentary as well. And we have Mara Ishroff with us from T2. Mara, thank you very much for setting all this up. We've got Logan Reitz from Butterfly, and of course, we have the beautiful Judy Horfrost there from Paddle Palace. Thank you for coming, Judy. And David Sakai, looking beautiful as well, or handsome perhaps. And of course, Patty Martinez, always Wasserman, always looking good, ready to get it going here with David Sakai. We are about to kick off week 7 of the Thursday Night Live T2 Challenge. We've got 6 in the books right now. It is Team Butterfly 4-2 lead over Team Nataku. But I will note that Team Nataku is on a bit of a roll. They've won 2 of the last 3 matches, including last week's match at ICC in Milpitas, California. It was Joe Shin really dominating over Nikhil Kumar in a revenge match from their Olympic trials back in Santa Monica in February. And I'll just start right now with Patty Wasserman. As Patty, obviously, you're very happy about what happened last week with Joe Shin. And I know you're very excited about what's going to happen this week with your representative, Adi Gadwani, taking on Lily Zhang.
That's right. You have that right. I see David Sakai sitting there in his cushy chair. I see you.
I see you too, Patty.
Patty Martinez Wasserman loves a challenge. Team Nataku, we love a challenge. So we've only just begun.
But we wanted to make it interesting. I mean, in the beginning, we kind of jumped out to a big start and, it's like the NBA or the Super Bowl. We'd like to have a nice ending. So I think we kind of took you a little bit for granted. But we're going to get right back on track this week.
Yeah, you did jump out to that 3-0 lead there, David Sakai. But as noted, 2 of the last 3 matches going over to Team Nataku. Let's talk a little bit about this week's matchup. David, obviously you're represented by one of the all-time greats, Lily Zhang. We've got another, battle of the genders going on in week 7 at ICC. Lily Zhang, of course, has been a star in America for a long time, making her way in Europe right now as well. I know you're very happy to have her representing Team Butterfly there at ICC on Thursday night.
Yeah, I think having Lily play this match in her home area is going to be a big advantage. And with her experience playing in all the big tournaments and all the big competitions, we feel very confident that we're going to win this one.
Judy, you look at Adi Gadwani representing Team Nataku there. And Adi, of course, is coached, I think in large part, by Joe Shin. Joe Shin, who won that big match last week against Nikhil Kumar. I know that you're very happy about that. And I'm wondering whether Joe Shin is probably giving some advice to Adi, telling him a little bit about the T2 rules, about the way to approach his match against Lily on Thursday night. So I know you're excited to watch Adi play, who, by the way, I think is one of the more underestimated players in America right now. He's young, he's on the rise. I know he's excited to play Lily on Thursday night.
Well, I'm sure Adi's got a lot of hunger to win this match, and I'm sure he's going to bring it on. And my advice to him is, I've got utter respect for Lily as a player, watching her grow up, and she's an amazing champion. And my advice to him is never underestimate a woman. You got to bring it all. You can do it. You can go all the way, but you're going to have to bring it on and just play your best.
Logan, I know that you guys at Team Butterfly jumped out to that 3-0 early lead. It's the first team to 6 victories that wins the best of 11 match. Right now you lead 4-2. Are you rattled at all about the last couple of weeks where Team Nataku has come up with some big wins?
Not at all. I think we came out to a good start, just like everybody saw. We've had some great picks, some great players, competing for us. I'm really excited about having Lily. I think with everything that she showed last year, the great leaps she made with her progress in the World Cup and taking her first U.S. Open and everything like that, I think she is primed to come out real strong. So.
Mara, everybody in Singapore at T2 has done such a great job with the entire product for T2. This is kind of a new venture for you coming to the States. You got, we started in Westchester, New York, went down to Houston for a week. We're now in the San Jose area in Milpitas at ICC. What's the take so far from the people there in Singapore? What do you think about how we're performing here in America for you?
I think honestly, it is great that first things first, table tennis is back in action, competitively. So I think it's great that the fans can actually watch some table tennis, and the fact that we are having the T2 format in America, and it is a virtual competition where it's held in multiple cities. So there is a lot of first that is happening right now. So with that being said, T2 is always about being different, as you know, our rules. And of course, having this virtual competition is really something that I personally enjoy watching it week in, week out. And I do get the opportunity to talk to the players as well. So I think it's been really good fun.
Mara, we've pretty much gone to the Fast Five in virtually every one of the matches that we've had so far. And for those people who aren't familiar, the regular game in T2 rules is to 11 points. There's no deuce, but you go to 11. There's a 24-minute clock running. At the conclusion of that 24-minute clock, any game that started after that, you just played a 5 points. You've probably seen it as much or maybe even more than any person on the planet going to the Fast Five. What's your recommendation? We've talked quite a bit about it, and I think that the aggressive play is the way to go, but I don't know. Like I said, you've seen it more than anybody. What do you think?
So from the previous T2 Diamond tournaments, which happened last year, I see that the players actually go for every single point in the Fast Five. There's no holding back. Because at the end of the day, there is no time limit for the Fast Five, but you want to get to 5 points as fast as possible. So perhaps my advice to the players is just take your chances. If you make a bad shot, all right, just focus on the next point.
Yeah, we actually saw a couple of very interesting takes on it. The one that stood out to me, Sean O'Neill, was when we watched Adar Al-Guedi, and he was playing Amy Wong, and I believe Amy was up 3-1 in that match. And Adar, when it went to the Fast Five, immediately took, as Mara just said, took that extremely aggressive posture, essentially going for every point. He was on his game at that particular moment, and it paid off. He ended up winning for Team Butterfly 4-3 over Amy Wong. But it was that kind of aggressive posture during the Fast Five that I think that worked out for him.
Yeah, it's actually a way of putting additional mental pressure on the opponent, especially if you go down 2 or 3 points in this Fast Five. You start thinking, what if? And I think Adar Al-Guedi really did a great job. His offense, his shot making. The thing that's been, for me, the most exciting about the Thursday Night Live T2 Challenge is working with the clubs all around the country, from the team with Will Shorts going down, working with Manny in Houston, and now to be with Rajul and James Goodwin at ICC. It's been just a total pleasure to see how great our clubs are around the country, to where they can really step up, create something out of nothing, and at the same time serve our national team players. The national team players get a chance to win some more prize money. They get a chance to train for something because it's coming up. And it's really just been a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. The people have really worked hard on the ground, and they're at ICC with Rajul Sheth working with James Goodwin. They've done a really good job. Beautiful look there at ICC as we get ready for Thursday Night Live. Patty Martinez Wasserman, my question, are you on the phone on a daily basis with Adi Gadwani, getting him pumped up, getting him ready when he walks into the ring like a prize fighter with Lily Zhang on the other side? Is he going to be ready to go and uphold Team Nataku's pride on Thursday night?
I like to send emails, Mark. I like to pump up emails with cool emojis. That's kind of more my style. Sai and I have been watching him on YouTube. What a little, like a viper, Lily better be careful because he has incredible speed, and I'm in awe of it. So, but to answer your question, I like emojis and I like sending good emails.
Well, I hope I get a couple of emojis from you as well there, Patty Martinez-Wasserman. I look forward to that. Now, Logan had mentioned that Lily Zhang won the U.S. Open last in 2019. And David, I think if you were there and had an opportunity to watch her play, which is really the last time that we've had an opportunity to watch her play. She wasn't at the Olympic trials in Santa Monica in February. She really looked on her game in that particular tournament. I'm guessing, David, that you're expecting the same from Lily Zhang, that she's going to come out, and despite the fact of how difficult it is to train right now and get ready for these events, that she's going to be at her best on Thursday night.
Absolutely. She's been a model of consistency her whole career, and I think I'm really looking forward to seeing her play a great match. I'm going to miss Thursday night NFL football. But I'd much rather watch this match. And again, I think we're going to get you, Patty.
Well, judging
Not
by
happening, David. Not happening.
Judging by Patty's response,
You too,
I would
Judy.
imagine it's going to be more physical than Thursday night football at Thursday Night Live. I know that, Sean, you and I often play the game of making predictions as to what we anticipate that we're going to see in the match. Don't want to put you on the spot, but I might do the same for you and Mara. Ask you, what do you think for Thursday night? Who do you like? Adi Gadwani, Lily Zhang, two great players. Who do you think, Sean, is going to be holding the victory at the end of that one?
I mean, we talked about the importance of experience really from match one with Kai Zhang and playing on his home court. The one thing that you mentioned earlier, which might have gone unnoticed, is Zhou Xin made the pick. Zhou Xin is working with Adi and Lily on a daily basis, training, getting ready. So I'm going to err on the side of Zhou Xin must have seen something that wanted to have him pick Adi as his teammate, knowing that there's additional prize money for the winning team. Now, if you play with somebody a lot in practice, you start to know their game a little bit better. And maybe Zhou Xin's seen some of the counter looping rallies where Adi might be doing better, or maybe Adi's getting a little more familiar with Lily's serve. I mean, Lily plays such a complete game. Great backhand over the table. She can really lock you up into her pattern. So because I haven't seen either of them play, and I know they're both just great players, very close in rating, I'm going to give the nod to Zhou Xin, the Olympic practicing coach for the players in the ICC area, because I think he might know something that we don't.
Yeah, Mara, I know from your perspective at T2 there in Singapore, you guys are hoping, or you're rooting for the match, as the broadcasters say, try to bring it closer and closer so that we go to the 11th match as well. What do you think? I don't know how well you know these players. Lily Zhang, obviously well-known. Adi Gadwani, I think he's an up and rising star. I love the way the kid plays. He reminds me a lot of Zhou Xin, like that third ball attack that he takes a chance and tries to hit winners on a regular basis. And if he's on his game, he can be really good.
Yeah, well, I think for me, I'm always up for the underdogs. So for this one, I would have to go with Adi for this match. Well, simply because first things first, he's young and I'm pretty sure he's very hungry. So Patty Martinez-Wasserman would definitely be proud to have him on her team. So I would say go Team Nitaku for this one. Get one back on the board.
Yeah, they pull within 4-3. We've got a playoff then. It's coming from Stanley Cup playoffs. It's a little different in hockey, but it's really not. It's just try to get yourself back in the playoffs. Logan, I want last words from you and Judy and then David, and we'll close out with Patty Martinez-Wasserman. What do you think for Thursday Night Live? It's Adi Gadwani, Lily Zhang in a big match in Week 7.
Yeah, I mean, you're right that Adi's, playing well and coming up strong, rising quickly. I really got to side with our pick here. I think Lily has the speed, the experience. I think she's primed to take this. Not in a blowout. I definitely think there'll be some back and forth, but I think she comes out on top.
Judy, you got to give us the counter argument. What do you think here?
Well, I'm there rooting all the way for our player Adi, but I'm really mostly looking for some inspiration. I think we all need some inspiration in these times. So I hope we get a lot of viewers that watch it and get excited about table tennis and get excited about a fantastic match. And we'll see if it gets down to those final points like before.
All right, David Sakai, last comment here. Last shot at Patty Martinez Wasserman. What do you think for Thursday night? Team Butterfly going to extend the lead to 5-2, or is it going to be closer at the end of that night?
No, we're going to extend the lead, but I just want to say how many great comments that I've heard about this T2 challenge. And again, we're looking Thursday, Patty, Judy, at extending the lead and making sure that we get ahead. But
Yeah, I want to echo that comment as well from David and thank the people at T2 for all that you've done for USA TT and table tennis in America. Looks like Patty Martinez just dropped out right there. So she may be, David, you might want to check your door.
Yeah.
You might want to put like the dresser in front of your
I can still hear her
charging
voice.
through. But I do want to thank everybody for participating. We're looking for Week 7 ICC Milpitas, California, Thursday Night Live, T2 Challenge. It's Adi Gadwani taking on Lily Zhang, Team Nataku versus Team Butterfly. Mara Ishraf, I want to thank you and everybody at T2 very much. Sean O'Neill, always, man. It's great dealing with you and really look forward to the commentary on Thursday night. Logan Reeds, say hi to everybody at Butterfly for us. Judy, of course, stay safe there in Portland. I know it's kind of smoky right now.
Yeah.
And David Sakai, I look forward to playing you in your green room at some point in the future.
Absolutely.
Want to thank you, the fans, for being with us Thursday Night Live, the T2 Challenge.